Same night, somebody actually pooped their pants. It was crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be having a horror discussion today, talking about, you know, maybe upcoming horror movies, what horror franchises can still have potential, uh, yeah, just the horror genre in general. We're gonna be talking about with Chunk today.
Yeah.
So, Chunk, um, start off. What is your favorite horror movie?
I have a hard time choosing between three, and these are like my three favorite movies of all time. If you consider Jaws a horror movie, I love that movie. And then there's also The Shining and The Exorcist. I love those three movies so much. I can't choose between them. So, yeah, those are my favorites.
Yeah, my top three probably Conjuring 2, uh,
Ooh.
Scream, and number three, mm, 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 maybe Insidious. I really like Insidious.
That is a pretty good movie. The first one, at least.
Yeah, but yeah, those are probably my top three. So, uh, what upcoming horror movie are you most excited for?
Um, I don't know. The new Candyman really intrigues me. Pretty
Yeah,
excited for that. I've still only seen the original Candyman, just the first one. But I really liked that movie. I thought it was really good.
yeah, I
And
haven't.
of course, there's the new Halloween that's coming out. I'll probably end up watching that at some point.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm excited for the Halloween movie because I saw Halloween 2018 and it was surprisingly good. Like I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. So
Yeah.
I think, yeah, if they can do the same with Halloween Kills, then it'll be good.
I hope they do as good, because I really enjoyed the 2018 Halloween movie.
Yeah, and Halloween's a franchise that I think now that they made the 2018 one, and I think now the franchise does have like potential again. Like they could keep going with
Yeah.
this probably.
Yep, they just kind of ignored all the sequels, which I think was pretty smart because they got pretty stupid.
Yeah, then yeah. I want to see the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. I haven't seen those.
I've only seen the first one, and it's alright, I guess.
Yeah, there better be like Dragula in the soundtrack or like Living Dead Girl or
Uh,
something.
I don't remember the soundtrack that well.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah. What else? Oh yeah. One franchise that I think needs to stop is Friday the 13th. I know they haven't made one in a
Yes.
while, but like keep
Yeah,
it that way. They've done everything they can with Jason.
they've
They've
made
even
way too
taken.
many.
Yeah, they've even taken him to space. It's like
Yep.
once you start taking slashers to space, I think it's time to stop.
Yeah. You're done at that
Unless your
point.
original was in space, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah. And I always thought that the Friday the 13th movies were kind of overrated. I mean, it's just this guy that goes around killing people. Oh man. Original. Hooray.
Yeah. Uh, what do you think about Nightmare on Elm Street? Do you think if they like started making them again?
Um, if they can get Robert Englund to play Freddy again, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But I really don't know. I love the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Freddy Krueger's probably my favorite horror villain, just because of how unique he is. And he's a jerk. I love it.
Yeah, he can be like funny and creepy at the same
Yeah,
time.
especially in the earlier movies.
Hmm.
Uh, I really don't know if they should continue Nightmare on Elm Street since the originals were pretty good. I mean, not all of them, but most of them.
Yeah, they're probably better off not doing it again, not
Yeah.
making them. But I do think that Scream that still has potential. There's only four movies so far, and they're making the fifth
Yeah.
one. And if the fifth one, even if it doesn't do good, I think they could still do it because the interesting part about Scream is like, Ghostface could be anybody. Like they could take the story anywhere.
Yeah.
So I think they.
And since there's only four, they really haven't overdone it yet,
Hmm.
like they did with Friday the 13th and Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, once you start getting to like seven movies, that's when you should stop.
Yeah, that's a lot of movies.
Yeah, and um, yeah. There's what are some of the other classics like Alien? Should they do any more Aliens?
I think they could, but the recent ones really haven't been that good.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would say if they get the original director, but he was the one who's made the recent ones. Ridley Scott.
yeah, but for these horror franchises that should like stop making movies, I think they would make interesting games, like a Nightmare on Elm Street game,
That'd be pretty cool.
like escaping your dream, like story mode or something. Like that'd be so cool.
Yeah. And they could go crazy with the dreams because they're dreams. That'd
Yeah,
be really fun.
and well, they've already made a Friday the 13th game.
Yeah, that one's pretty special.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Do you think? I think they could probably make a few more It movies, but they've already like done the whole story. If they want to do like maybe a spin-off, like a prequel, a Pennywise
Yeah,
prequel, that would be cool.
that would be pretty interesting.
How
Yeah,
how he became Pennywise or something.
I think he's just a demon or something.
Yeah. Yeah, they
They wouldn't have
they
to explain much.
they literally bullied Pennywise to death. Like,
Yeah, that is a pretty dumb way to die. Getting bullied to death.
yeah, he's like a tough demon, and all they do is call him a clown, and he just withers away.
Yep.
What about
But
this?
that's just it.
Yeah. What about the scariest franchise ever? The Scooby Doo movies.
Oh, yeah.
They should make some more live action. Get the old cast back to make another live action Scooby Doo.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Scooby-Doo, 20 years later.
Yeah. Scooby's like old and gray or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, spoiler alert, he dies at the end.
Yeah. Scrappy takes on the new role of Scoob.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah. Um so I think the Conjuring movies, they could still make a ton of Conjuring movies probably because Ed and Lorraine have so many stories. Like,
Yeah. That room that they have is full of all kinds of different things that they can make movies off of.
yeah.
Like that TV from Annabelle Comes Home,
Hmm.
whatever that was.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Also, I think Saw should stop. Saw movies, I think they should just stop the Saw movies.
Yeah. Yeah, they are kind of stretching it. But I mean, most people just go there to see traps,
Yeah.
and they can keep making traps.
Yeah. They should, yeah.
So, I don't know.
So, what, yeah. What about, hmm, I haven't seen A Quiet Place actually, so I couldn't comment on if they should keep making more Quiet Place movies.
I've seen the first one. I don't know if the second one's out yet. It might be.
It
I don't
is,
know.
yeah.
Okay. I'll have to watch that sometime. But I have seen the first one, and I liked it. It was pretty good.
Hmm.
I would say it's unique, but it wasn't. So
Wow.
yeah, I don't know. We haven't seen it in a while, I
Uh,
think.
hmm. Oh yeah. Chunk also, fun fact, he works at a haunted house during Halloween
Oh
season.
yeah,
So would you like to
I
tell
do.
everybody what working at a haunted house is like?
It's awesome. It's really fun. Um, I sometimes help them set everything up, which I really enjoy. It's my favorite thing to do haunted house related is build the haunted house. It's just really fun. I like decorating it and stuff. And then the best part is if it looks bad, that's good. So it's perfect for me. And then actually working at a haunted house, that's really fun too. You get to just scare people. My throat's usually dead by the end of the night, but that's all right.
Yeah, that means that means mission accomplished if your throat's
Yeah.
dead.
I just eat a spoonful of honey whenever I get home and I'm good to go in the morning.
Yeah. What is your craziest haunted house story that you
Oh
have?
no, I've got a couple. um, let's start with the one on the top of my head. This last year, this guy walked in. He went through the haunted house, but he didn't have legs. And the haunted house I work at's in a barn. It's pretty small, it's tight, and he couldn't really fit his wheelchair through the tight turns and stuff. So his parents had to take the wheelchair apart, and then the guy that didn't have legs, he was just walking around on some nubs. It was crazy.
Yeah,
I
that.
wasn't expecting that. I work behind a drop panel. If you don't know what that is, it's like it looks like a wall, but there's a cutout, and you can knock down that cutout, and then you appear behind the wall. It gets a lot of people.
Yeah,
But yeah, I was not expecting to see somebody running through the haunted house with no legs. It kind of caught me off guard.
you did you get scared seeing that?
Yeah, I did. I was like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah,
And then also that same night, somebody actually pooped their pants. It was crazy.
yeah. How
Like
did
you could
the
smell it. It was bad.
that must have been horrible.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Pro tip: if anybody who doesn't have any legs, go through a haunted house if you want to scare the haunted house people.
Yeah, run through with no legs.
But yeah, is there any like behind the scenes stuff that like the average person just walking through doesn't know about?
Yeah, there's all kinds of different tactics that we use to scare people. And like, I don't know, I'd have to kind of be there as like a tour guide to show behind the scenes. It's kind of hard to just think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe a future video behind the scenes
Yeah,
at the
behind the
Texas House
scenes.
of Horrors in Gardner, Kansas.
But yeah, would you say working at a haunted house, is it like do you think anybody could do it or does it take like a certain type of person?
You can't be shy about it. You have to be out there. Like you
Yeah.
can't really be like, you have to be like, ah!
Yeah.
Like you
So
have to get into it.
yeah, get into character.
Yeah.
What's your favorite role that you've played in the haunted house?
Um, let's go through a quick history of my many roles at this haunted house. So the first couple years I was a zombie. It was cool, but it was, about as fun as being a zombie can be. And then after that, I was a dead guy in a casket, which I thought was really fun. I had like a mourning mother in the room in there too. And she was like, "My boy's dead." And I
My
was like,
boy.
and so they would be looking at her like, "Oh, she's crying," and I'd be like, "I'm not dead. My son."
Get pranked.
Pranked. And then after that, this previous year, I worked behind that drop panel, and I wore like a Slipknot mask. It was cool.
Yeah.
But the drop panel's made out of metal, So it's really, really loud. It gets a lot of people.
Oh
It gets me just walking through the haunted house. I know it's there, but it's just so loud.
yeah,
Like, whoa.
startles you.
It's like metal on metal.
Yeah. So are you doing it again this year?
I hope so.
Yeah, if you do, I'll have to
We are
go through.
looking for a building so we can, expand.
Yeah.
But this 2020 was not the year to find a building.
Yeah,
And now the economy's all messed up, so it may be a while till we get a building.
yeah. If you do it this year, I'll have to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You aren't allowed to film in there, sadly, so
yeah. I'll just have to tell we'll just have to tell everyone my experience.
yeah. Toynbee's House of Horrors review.
Yeah, really. But yeah, anything else you want to say about the haunted house?
Um, I'll have to ask the owner if we can do a behind the scenes video.
Yeah, but but what? Yeah. Uh, should we talk about horror games now?
Sure. I
Yeah,
love horror games.
yeah. My favorite horror game is probably Until Dawn.
That
It's
is a really fun game.
It's
I
literally like you're making the decisions in a movie. It plays like a movie. It has like real like actors, not just like people you haven't heard of. Like it
yeah.
actually has actors.
I
And
think the actor for Sam is in Scream 4.
oh nice. And
So
yeah, actor for Josh is in Bohemian
he's in all
Rhapsody
kinds of things.
and
Yeah. As Freddie Mercury.
yeah, Night at the Museum. He's in those as the Egyptian.
Oh yeah, he was. I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah, but yeah, for those of you who don't know what Until Dawn is, basically Uh, you're basically, like I said, playing through a movie, but you make like literally like every decision, like at a hallway, go right or go left. And the cool thing is that your decision matters. Like there's literally hundreds of different endings. Like
Yeah,
it was
it's
like
super replayable.
I can't remember if it was like 200 or 300 different endings, but there's a lot. Like literally every decision you make matters. Your decisions decide who lives and who dies.
Yeah,
And
and it doesn't hold back either. If they're dead, they're dead.
yeah, if they're dead, they're dead. Like, there's no
Most
like,
of the time.
no chance of revival.
No,
And yeah, just it's just a unique game, and
it
like they
is.
just did it so well. So yeah, what's your favorite horror game?
Um, Probably Resident Evil 7. I love that game so much. I've played through it like five, six, maybe seven different times. It's so much fun. The villains are my favorite villains in really anything. It's just so replayable.
Yeah, I have played through Resident Evil 7, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Wait,
I just wish there was a little bit more enemy variety. Like the molded were cool, but there's only maybe four different types, and that's all you fought.
yeah,
Besides like the bakers and stuff, which I love the bakers enough to
yeah. Welcome to the
forgive
family,
that.
son.
Oh yeah.
But um, oh yeah, I did want to say something now. I would like to, before I say this, this is, I know this is an unpopular opinion, but this is a horror movie that I know a lot of people like, but I would like to touch on the Blair Witch Project. Now,
Oh, I don't
I
like
would
that
like to
movie.
say, I do not like the Blair Witch Project. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what horror movies, like, do a lot of people like, but we hate. And I was like, the Blair Witch Project for me, because, now I'm sure if I saw
I'm
it
sure it was
when it
scarier
came
when it
out,
first came out
yeah, I was gonna
because
say,
there was no advertising for it. It was the first found footage horror movie, so people thought it was actually real.
yeah,
So I bet it was a lot scarier
yeah,
if
that's
we
what I
thought it
was
was
gonna
actually
say. Like, if I
real.
saw it back in 1999, uh, I probably would have pooped my pants watching
Yeah,
it, cause
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it doesn't like say it doesn't say if it's real or not. Like you just have to like be like, is it or not? Is it real or not?
Yeah, but then the found footage horror movies just got out of hand. There's
Yeah.
way too many of them now.
Yeah, I just feel like the Blair Witch Project was boring to me because, well, I liked like the first like half of it. Then the second half, it was just like repeating itself. Like during the day, they fight and argue. During the night, the Blair Witch Project or the the Blair Witch just drops some sticks off by their tent. They wake up, they
Yep.
fight, they go to bed, some more sticks appear. It's like, and it just
Whoa,
keeps
what is
happening.
happening? Yeah.
And I know they didn't show the Blair Witch for it to be like scarier and stuff, but like I don't know. The only good part I feel like was the ending. I did kind of like the ending. It was creepy.
The ending's iconic.
Yeah, where the guy's just like standing in the corner. Yeah,
Yeah. Resident Evil 7 did that too.
yeah. But yeah, I just don't like the Blair Witch Project. I find it boring.
It is incredibly boring.
But yeah, would that be your answer for that question too, or do you have another one?
Um, Let me think here. I think that'd be the answer, but um, I guess Friday the 13th. I don't really like those movies.
Yeah. Friday the 13th. That's yeah, a lot of people love Friday the 13th.
I don't. Do you have any guilty pleasure horror movies? Like movies that most people don't like, but you like?
Curse of La Llorona. I heard, like people really don't like it, but I thought it was a good movie. I really enjoyed watching The Curse of La Llorona.
Yeah. I don't know if people dislike this movie, but it's not a good movie. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love that movie for some reason.
That just sounds
It's
like a
so
bad
good.
movie.
It's not a good movie, but I can't help but love it.
Yeah. What's your favorite horror soundtrack?
Oh, um, probably Nightmare on Elm Street or
Yeah.
Saw.
Yeah. Saw is. I really like the Saw soundtrack and Nightmare on
Yeah.
Elm. I mean, obviously Halloween's iconic. Jaws is iconic.
Oh yeah, Jaws.
Yeah, but horror has like the best soundtracks of all movie genres.
It does.
Cause,
Yeah,
'Cause
I
like
agree.
music affects horror the most out of like movie genres.
It does. It adds suspense.
Yeah, like
Very important in horror movies.
imagine like a chase scene without music. It's just footsteps. Like,
Yeah, and it gets pretty awkward.
yeah, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you liked the horror discussion. And yeah, comment below if you have any more podcast topic ideas or comment like what your favorite horror movie is or you could reply to any of these questions I asked. Sean, you could
Yeah.
reply in the comments because yeah, I try to respond to all my comments. And yeah, and subscribe if you haven't. I mean, you're already here. You already clicked on the video. Like, why not, you know? Why not just subscribe?
Maybe they don't enjoy it.
Okay. Then no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't, and more videos are gonna be coming soon. There'll be a Shrek video coming soon within these next
Oh,
couple
I'm
of days.
excited for that.
We're gonna be talking about Shrek. So yeah, stay tuned for
Shrek.
that.